Hello everybody, Joe Locklear here. We have a new property that I want to show you, and that property is located at 1018 Westbrook Circle West. It is a nice little property. It is a 2-bedroom, has spacious bedrooms, a 1-bath, a very straight frame house, has a front and a side porch. The roof is in good condition. It is an extremely straight house. The home's never been abused. You can tell it was probably lived in by an older person, so it needs some upgrading and some updating, but it doesn't really have any major repairs. So let's take a look at some pictures. Here is a view from the street. Let's move in a little closer. As we move in closer, you can see a little more detail. And now, someone screened this in, and it's really kind of a temporary deal. We're going to pull this back off. It's not nailed into the eave or anything. It's just up underneath the gutter system. So we're going to pull this off, making this an open porch, and that'll improve the looks of the home 100%. It's got some vines growing up here. There's nothing wrong up there. It just has the vines. So we'll clean these vines off, pressure wash the house, pull this off, and it'll be a nice looking home. Okay, as we walk around the house, here's a side view. There is a side porch, comes off the kitchen, has a nice railing. This is actually concrete, poured concrete, so it's very solid there. Another view down the north side of the house. This is a shed. The backyard's grown up a little bit. We've got some clearing out to do here, but there is a shed that's built here. It needs a little repair, but not a whole lot. The washer and dryer connections are here in this outbuilding. There's another view of it from the front. Here is, I'm standing now back toward the rear of the lot, looking to the house. Another view of the side porch, showing this concrete poured porch here. That's very nice. Little rotten wood right here. That's from the water running off and splashing in here and getting it wet. So just very minor woodwork on this house. Another view of that porch. This is a view looking off the front porch, and this is the part that will come off, these studs and the screening. It'll just be nice open rails when we get through with that. Picture of the roof showing you that it is in good condition. And here is a picture of the neighborhood. This is directly across the street. The house is back over here. So as you can see, it's a good, solid rental neighborhood. Okay, let's step inside. I've just stepped in the front door, looking at the living room. Someone painted this ceiling and they got a little paint on here. What we'll probably do is just either replace this little small molding or we'll remove the paint from it. But that'll make it look 100% better. This is just lay down carpet. It's not even glued. It's just laid down. Underneath it is hardwood. So we're going to shoot at maybe redoing the hardwood in this house. If not, we'll put new carpet in. We'll just have to pull all the carpet out and look at the condition of the flooring underneath. Here's another picture. That last picture was from here. I walked in here, and now I'm back at the back corner of the living dining area. It's dining over here, living here, and it's pretty spacious. It really is. They closed in this part probably years ago. You can see the beam here. This is now standing in here and looking into the dining room. Now I've stepped from the dining room into the kitchen, looking left at the cabinets. All they need is a little cleanup. We may sand them down and paint them white. We'll just have to see how clean we can get them. I do want to put new counters in. These counters are old. There's a worn through spot here. So we're going to salvage the cabinets and replace the counters. Here is the water heater. We're just going to put a new water heater in. The electric service is good. It is a 200 amp electric service, as you can see here, and it's in good condition. That's a real plus on a home, an older home that has a brand new, not a brand new, but a new electric service, and it's been upgraded to 200 amps. There is a central unit installed. The central interior unit is here. This is the air handler. They never finished building the wall around it, so we'll do that. We'll finish this up and we'll put an access door in here. That's in the hallway. It's a good sized hall, so it's not in the walking area or anything like that. There is an alarm system. We'll just kind of leave it as it is, and it'll be up to the tenant to hook it up if they want to. It's probably all there and functional, probably just needs to be activated. This is the bath. As you can see, the bath's in pretty good condition. It needs some cleanup. We may have to refinish the tub, but I'll handle that in the rehab estimate part of this presentation. So the bath really is in pretty good condition. This overall home is in good condition. Most of the work is cosmetic and upgrades that it needs. Here's a little better picture of the tub. So it really just needs a good cleaning up. Maybe recaulking along here. Picture of the toilet, it needs cleaning up. Now this is one bedroom. As you can see, it has wood floors in that bedroom, and they certainly can be redone. They're not real bad. They just really need probably a light sanding. We'll put a darker stain and varnish them. Another bedroom is basically the same thing. You can see here where the bed was, and you can see where the finish kind of wore off where they walked around the bed. Again, someone lived in this home for a long time. By the way, the windows are good. They're not the old wood windows. They've been replaced in the past. They do have these burglar bars. So if we go HUD, well, look at here. There already is a lockout. So that's what HUD requires. So we're in good shape there. This is another picture just looking into the kitchen area. There's a pass-through coming into the dining room, kind of opens it up and helps with the feel. And now we're back outside. This is just another picture, the same picture that we looked at, showing the overall house. Now, you know, it's hard to visualize a house like this sometimes, but I can tell you, taking this off, making that front or that side porch visible because it has nice railing, cleaning this up, getting rid of this and all this stuff up here. We'll probably just put a little small awning over the front door. So this will be a good looking house, and it's priced very, very good, as you'll see in the pro forma. So let's move on and let's take a look at the pro forma and see where we are. We'll begin with the remodeling estimate. Now this estimate is set up, I actually take each item. Let's just take one example. Clear the gutters and build a small awning at the entry. I have 7 hours at $26.80. It's $188 labor and $100 material. There are no subcontractors, so the total on that item is $287.60. I'm showing you this just so that you will see that these are not numbers that I pulled out of the air. I've actually done a breakdown on each one. But to make this quicker and easier for you to see so we can blow it up, we're going to zoom in over here. This number is the same as this number. It is the total of my breakdown. I go in here and I spend quite a bit of time looking at this house, which I've done hundreds and hundreds of them and done a lot of these estimates. And let's take a look and see what it looks like. Okay, pressure wash the exterior, about $214. We've got some yard work, $250. Sounds high for yard work, but we got to get those vines off the house and clear that up in the back. We're going to remove that screening that we just talked about. We're going to clear the gutters and build a small awning at the entry. The gutters have got some dirt, actually got some little plants growing in them. Probably haven't been cleaned out in 5 years. We're going to repair that shed in the rear. It needs a little repair work. And then we're going to touch up the exterior wall paint. It's white now. We're going to leave it white. We're just going to touch up that exterior paint. We have some exterior wood repairs to do. That's by that step that I showed you. Kitchen cabinet hardware, and we're going to paint them. So that's about 130 bucks. Faucet, we're going to add a faucet. Actually, the counters and the faucets here, this is the hardware and to paint them. Then we've got some interior trim to paint. That's that where I showed you where someone painted the ceiling and got the paint on the upper trim. We're going to paint the interior doors. They're all great doors, most of them solid core in excellent condition. Then we're going to do a full interior paint job. I'm sorry, prep and paint interior walls in kitchen and bath. Those are paneled walls, so they don't need paint, but the kitchen needs paint and the bath needs paint. So that'll make it look nice and new inside. We're going to put a used HVAC condenser. The inside unit is great, so for about $1,600, we can install a used condenser. Now, there's an option at the end of this if you wanted to put a whole new system in. If it were my house, I'd just replace the condenser because the evaporator inside, the air handler, is in very good condition. It needs a range hood. It's never had a range hood. In a rental, you need a range hood. You need that light and that fan, and we'll have to run wiring for it. So that's about 180 bucks. Going to put ceramic tile floors in the kitchen. Now, you can save a little money here if you wanted to use vinyl that's in there now, the vinyl squares, but I think the house deserves ceramic tile. That'll last a long time. We got 3 light fixtures to replace, and then we've got to replace the shower arm on the tub, recaulk the tub. We're going to speed up here so we don't take forever, and wall in the air handler. We talked about that, and add a door. Then we have some minor wall repairs, only about 46 bucks worth. I want to put mini blinds in the home, stain and paint the kitchen cabinets, refinish the wood floors. Install a marble sill and do a little tile repair at the bath hall, just right at the floor. It's pretty minor. Want to put a skin at the side of the vanity. I don't like the looks of it. We're going to actually put a little refinish panel there. And we're going to put a new faucet in the vanity, and we're going to replace the water heater. When we get through, we're going to do a spotless final cleaning. And then I always allocate for miscellaneous work that's not in the above. That might be a doorknob or a little hardware, something small. And then there's a $1,000 contingency in here for unforeseen work. As you probably already know, we do all our construction on a cost-plus basis. So if we don't spend this, you don't spend it. But if we do spend this $1,000 contingency for something unforeseen, the cost on this, my cost will be about $9,506. I mark up 20% for our profit and our overhead. That would be $1,901. So the rehab cost on this is estimated to be about $11,407. That'll put this home in excellent condition, ready for a renter. Now, if you want new air conditioning, I do have some customers that say, I don't want the older used air conditioner that's there. I don't want to just replace the outside unit. I want brand new. And if you can afford it, that's maybe a good option. For an additional $1,200, you can have brand new air conditioning. So that would be a total of $12,607.